You know, I wasn't sure that I would ever be able to love a state as much as I love my home state of Arkansas. But tonight, I love Iowa a whole lot.
Well, after shocking some by taking second place in the Ames, Iowa straw poll, Mike Huckabee went on to win the Iowa Caucus in January 2008, but not ultimately the GOP nomination. So how important is Iowa for a presidential hopeful? Let's ask Chip Saltzman, a former campaign manager for Mike Huckabee. Chip, great to see you today.
Good to be with you, Shannon.
All right, let's start out by talking about some of the candidates this time around who were not spending a whole lot of time in Iowa. You think of Romney, Huntsman, also Johnson. I mean, are they sort of cutting their losses, knowing it might not be the greatest place for them?
Well, they are, but I think it's also a huge mistake to skip any of the early primary states, especially Iowa, because as you saw 4 years ago, it gave a guy that nobody really knew, Mike Huckabee, a chance to get in the national arena and do pretty well. Governor Romney gets a little bit of a bias since he participated last time and everybody's name ID's up, he's raising the money. But for all these other candidates, a great chance to get out there and test your organizationals.
Now, of course, I have to note that Fox has a huge debate out there on Thursday night, 9 o'clock Eastern. There are folks who are not taking part in that or the straw poll because they're not formally in yet if they're going to get in. So you think about folks like Sarah Palin and Governor Rick Perry out of Texas. Did they miss out by not being in on this early activity in Iowa?
Well, I think Sarah Palin's such a big name that she can kind of stay out of it and be okay. And I think Governor Perry's the same way. I mean, there's been so much buzz about Governor Perry, people not happy with the nominee, the people that are in the race right now for the nomination. So I think Governor Perry probably playing smart politics and wait until this straw poll's over, and then maybe you're going to start hearing a lot about him probably about 5 minutes after the straw poll, talking about when and what he'll do to get in the race in the next week or two. He'll try to steal whatever oxygen is coming out of the straw poll.
All right, I want to take a look at the Des Moines Register poll that we had out of Iowa. That's very important there. It showed Mitt Romney at 23%, right behind him Michelle Bachmann at 22%. The field drops off there, Herman Cain in third, but then we go down to single digits with the rest of the candidates. Who do you think has the most to gain or lose in the debate and straw poll this week?
Well, I think without a doubt Governor Pawlenty's gone all in Iowa. He's trying to put everything on the line without putting everything on the line like he talked about on Fox News Sunday. But he really does need a strong showing to still get going, because I've always said presidential campaigns don't lose, they run out of money. And if he can't show some organizational strength in Iowa, he will run out of money. And that will be a big problem for him. I think the other kind of next-tier candidates like a Herman Cain, a Rick Santorum, some of those folks have an opportunity to show some real organizational strength. They have a lot to gain. And then if Michelle Bachmann does not win this, she's got a lot to lose. So everybody's got a stake in this one.
All right, Chip Saltzman, I know you'll be watching along with the rest of us as it all plays out this week. Thanks for your time.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you.